Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name is Alexis and during the month of December I'm going to be posting to this channel 4 times a week. So I'm going to post on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 AM. So if you love a recipe video like this one and you want to see more, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you how to make my delicious pork and pasta bake. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious pork and pasta bake. Now this recipe is very easy to cook and prepare, and it's a brilliant one if you want a quick meal midweek, or if you're looking for something easy to make at the weekend but still really tasty. Also, I thought at this time of year people might be a bit fed up of turkey by now and might be looking for a change, and this is a brilliant dish to have in between Christmas and New Year. When you've had enough of turkey and you don't really know what to eat, this is a really good dish to have, I think. So we're going to be having it for our dinner this evening, and of course while I was making it I thought I'd share the recipe with you. So here is how to make my delicious pork and pasta bake. Firstly, I'm going to preheat my oven to 180 degrees. Next, I have grabbed myself a large saucepan and I'm going to put this onto a high heat on my hob, and then I'm going to add some oil to the base of that pan, and I'm going to leave this pan to heat up. The pan is getting nice and hot, so what I have done is I have peeled, sliced and diced 1 onion, and I'm just going to add the onion to the base of my pan, and I'm going to fry this onion for a few minutes until it starts to soften. The onion has started to soften, so I'm going to add in 2 cloves of garlic. I've simply removed the skin and then I've just sliced the garlic. It's just roughly sliced, it doesn't have to be amazing slices for this recipe. I'm not very good at chopping, so it definitely doesn't have to be amazing, to be honest. And I'm just going to fry the garlic for about 30 seconds or so. So it just gets a little bit of colour and adds a bit of flavour to the onions. And then I'm going to add in a red pepper. So I've chopped the top from the red pepper, I've removed the stalk and the core, and then I've just simply sliced and diced the flesh, and I'm going to add this to the pan. I'm also going to turn the heat down slightly on my pan as well, because I can see it's getting a little bit too hot. So if it does get too hot, or if your onions start to stick, then it's a good idea to just use a little bit of water maybe. If you have some water to hand, just add a bit of water, just a tiny amount, and hopefully that will help everything to unstick from the base of the pan. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fry these peppers for about 5 minutes. They probably won't soften at this point, but you just want to heat them through. So the red peppers have started to soften ever so slightly. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a courgette. So I've peeled and grated the courgette. You don't have to grate the courgette, you can slice and dice it if you want to, or just simply slice it. I have 2 fussy eaters in this house, and they're not great vegetable fans, so if they find big chunks of courgette they don't like it, so that's why I always tend to grate my vegetables. I'm sure if you've watched this channel a lot you'll know that. So yes, I'm just heating through the grated courgette as well now. So I'm going to heat this through for a further few minutes. They don't mind big chunks of red pepper for some reason, but they don't like big chunks of courgette. So yes, anyway, I'm going to continue to heat through the courgette with the red pepper and the onions and the garlic as well. The courgette has started to get some colour. So that's what you want when you heat it through in the pan. And now I'm going to add in my pork mince. So I've got 500 grams of pork mince. This is to serve 4 people. So obviously if you want more then just add more pork mince, or if you want less then add less. And I am going to fry the pork until it starts to go a lovely golden brown colour. The pork has started to go a lovely golden brown colour, and the juices have started to run clear from the pork as well. So that's how I know it's cooked. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 tins of tomatoes to this. So I'm going to add 1, 2, and to get the juice from the tin, I've shown this before in my videos, I'm just going to use a little bit of water in the base of the tin, and I'm going to swirl it around and then just tip it out, and that gets rid of the juice from the bottom. It's a trick my grandmother used to use, and I always use it now. I'm sure I've said that a lot before though, so yes. And now I'm just going to stir all of these ingredients together, and I'm going to leave this on the hob to simmer. So I'm going to turn the heat down, I'm going to leave it to simmer while I go and cook some pasta. I have cooked my pasta, but I have forgotten to add a few ingredients. So I'm going to add some tamari to my sauce. So I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of tamari. Tamari is just a fermented soya sauce. It's fermented for slightly longer than ordinary soya sauce, so if you can't get tamari or you don't want to use it, then you can always use soya sauce. The only reason I use it is because it's gluten-free and I have a slight gluten intolerance. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of tablespoons of tomato puree to this as well. And those were the ingredients that I forgot. So I'm just going to stir those in now. And then I'm going to add in about 100 grams of cream cheese to this as well. So that's probably about a couple of large tablespoons, to be honest. So I'm just going to add the rest of this pot into the saucepan. So that's that done. And then I'm going to mix that in, and I'm also going to add some basil to this as well. And then I'm going to siphon some of this off because I shall be having this as leftovers tomorrow. So I shall take some of this and put it in a glass dish or a dish and just put it in the fridge overnight, and then I can cook myself some fresh pasta and add some cheese tomorrow. So I'm going to go and, I'm going to add in the basil first. So I'm just going to add in some basil. I just simply shredded it with my hands like so. Oh, this smells so good now I've added the basil, I tell you. So I'm going to mix the basil in, and then I'm going to go and take some of this off for my lunch tomorrow. So I've removed the amount that I want for my lunch tomorrow, and then I've cooked enough pasta for 2 adults and a little one basically. So my son is 9, but he eats sort of half a portion, I say, of pasta. So I've cooked enough for us 3, and I'm just going to mix the pasta into the sauce now. And then I'm going to turn my heat off as well. So I just cooked my pasta as per the packet instructions. And then what I'm going to do after this is I am going to put this into a glass dish, a dish that you can put in the oven. And I'm going to put cheese on top, and then it's going to go in the oven. So I'll show you that in a moment. I've mixed everything together now, so I'm just going to go and grab my glass dish. So I'm going to put all of this into the heat-proof dish, and I'm going to put this into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. But before I do, I'm going to add on some cheese that I've grated. So I've grated about 100 grams of cheese here. So I'm just going to put that on the top like so. And as I said, this is going to go into the oven now for about 25 to 30 minutes. That is our pork and pasta bake done, and as you can see the cheese has gone a lovely golden brown colour on top. So I'm going to serve some of this in a bowl, and that is our dinner done. That's how you make my delicious pork and pasta bake, and that recipe I will link in the description box below for you. I've served myself some of this into a bowl, so I'm going to go and eat it now. It smells so good, I can't wait. So for now, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.